Alright, I'm back with number 3, and I made it to the Hunter. On the way, I did one quick quest where there was this dude sitting on the side of the road as I was riding here, and it was a quest I'd already previously done, so I just kind of wanted to rush through it. And he said, hey man, I was in a cart or whatever, it was driven off road, my chest was there, could you get it for me? And then you go, you investigate, the cart leads into a swamp where there's a bunch of drowners around. I avoided the drowners because they were like level 4, didn't want to fight them. And you find the lockbox, but you know the cart was attacked with arrows, the horse was killed, one of the guys on the cart was killed with an arrow, and that dude had a bow on his back. So you go back and say, you're full of it, that wasn't your cart, you attacked it, so you better run. And he takes off, you knock him off his horse. Then he says, look, I'm a Temerian undercover soldier. I was taking the medicine from those Nilfgaardians. You know, my men can survive with that medicine, and we can fight for a free North. So you want to help me or no? And I said, you can go help your men, but I'm keeping the medicine. So
Anyone home?
I got like 50 crowns for it. I don't think there was actually medicine. But let's take a look. And
Trail's fresh.
Hunter
His love just left home.
has head off. Let's drop the save there. And follow these tracks and see if we can't find ourselves a hunter. But oh, here we go. I was about to start talking about a few things, but I already found
You,
you.
Ms. Love.
Shh. Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure.
I like to grab screenshots
But,
where there's no
I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, you don't
dialogue.
mind blunting your silver blades on them?
Subtitles.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
And I just realized I
Dogs
forgot to
might,
check.
though.
I changed the audio
So step
settings from my
careful now.
first to my second
on.
recording.
These
I
dogs
forgot to
been a
check
problem for a while now.
if
Since the war started,
it's working.
soldier on
I
the
forgot to
march.
listen to the second
Stop
one to
rape
make
a
sure it was
woman,
fine.
Strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle,
But
even
I'm
butcher a cow.
confident.
But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form
So
packs.
hopefully
They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies.
nothing is wrong.
But they just won't die, because they're clever.
Basically,
More
in
so
the
than
first
foxes.
recording, I was recording
Too
the.
late. Attacked another one.
I was recording the. What am I doing here? I was recording the voiceover, myself talking, and I was recording the game audio on 2 different audio channels or audio tracks. And I decided to kibosh that because in the first one I had to export the audio. Whoa! Export the audio, and then let's do that. Export the audio. What am I doing here? Can I talk? And then when I exported, I found some program from some YouTube video. I forget what it's called already. Exported that, and it exports as an MP4 because it's ripping it from the MP4 file. So it's just differentiating the 2 tracks. And then I had to convert that to an MP3 with another program. And then I had to drop the original file in Movie Maker and then put the voiceover
You know
on
him.
it, render it, upload
We
it, and
served
yeah,
at the
just
Lord's
annoying.
Manor
So I
together.
put them both back
the
on the
Black
same
Army's in
audio
camp
track,
now.
and that should work.
He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak.
Are you?
I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I, we loved each other.
Ah.
Dieter walked in on us in the stables.
I don't remember asking about
They
that the
drove me
first time
away.
through.
Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
Let's do it.
Griffin, know anything about it?
Not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent.
Come on, bro.
No
Win.
Griffin can hear me nor spy me.
What was I talking about? I don't think I was talking about anything. I think I was just rambling. So I can bring up my first topic, which is... Oh my goodness. Not a good
Was
time.
here.
After this, I
One
guess.
lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first Griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Coolie.
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them.
So let me just investigate this camp here. And it's going to lead me off.
Ground's black.
In that direction, I
saturated with
believe.
blood.
And then, yeah. And I'm forgetting. I remember the first time I did this too. There was one thing that I didn't notice. I think I was too busy looking at the ground and I missed something else, which set off the, here we are.
These prints are older and deeper.
This was it,
heavily
because I was
armored.
looking over there around all the blood.
Nilfgaardians, probably.
So... I think I can just jump across here, and I think it'll update. Yep, there we go. Perfect. So, The Witcher 1. After I finished The Witcher 2 and Witcher 3, I was like, you know what, might as well. I'd already been listening to the audiobooks, which I will talk about as well, but for now, I wrote down The Witcher 1 as the first topic. And,
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least. Corpse is a couple of weeks
basically
old.
the,
Still alive when the Griffin brought him here.
the combat is the absolute
Took a long
worst
time
part
dying.
of the game. When you like
Female.
click to
Larvae
swing
in
your
her wombs
sword,
have already
it like
hatched,
plays an animation
and
where
been
he
at
does
least a
like
week.
3 or 4 swings,
Other Griffin must be
and
a
then you have to
male.
time your next click to continue the combo. So I'll explain more about that in a
Deep
second
cuts
after
over the whole body.
Geralt,
Not a drop of
analyzes
blood
the
on
Griffin's
beak or
body
claws.
here.
Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept.
I assumed this sort of dialogue was in all the games, but it really isn't. And took it for granted. I realized after going back that this part's kind of cool.
Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area.
Yay! Let's do that right away. I'm gonna go ahead and do Quen. Pardon me. Is this? No, this is what I'm looking for. Quen sign. Quen, shield pushes opponent's back, stammer, generation in combat. So this is what I want to do first, because this one's the one I'm going to be spamming the most. But yeah, when you are doing the combat in the first game, it's pretty annoying because you have to like there is no clicking it and then rolling backwards to avoid an attack. it's just like spamming and
Burned. Only
doing a
human
click
could do
and then
this.
watching it play. It's almost like a turn-based thing in a sense, which is it just didn't fit the formula for me because I'd played the other two. I'd been spoiled by the style of these two games. Trying to go back, it's like, ugh, like this isn't fun. Like I want the Witcher 3 combat. I want the Witcher 2 combat even, which is good, just not anywhere near as good as The Witcher 3. The best comparison I can make it to in like terms of advancement is if you've played Mass Effect. Mass Effect 1's okay, but it's kind of clunky to combat. And then if you go to Mass Effect 2, it's so much more improved. And then yet again, if you jump to Mass Effect 3, the combat in that game is so fun. Speaking of which, Andromeda looks really cool. I'm probably going to make a video on that too, talking about that gameplay trailer, but it's just not on the forefront of my mind. And these wolves are level 5, so I gotta roll, literally, in this case. But yeah, it just gets so much better, so the fact that I played the games in reverse just kind of really tarnished what could have been of The Witcher 1, and the very frustrating thing about like other than the combat being boring, is that it forces you into it so much. You'll be like out walking at night in a town, and then like a freaking monster will just come crawling out of the ground, and it's like, dude, like I just wanted to walk next door to the blacksmith, and now I gotta freaking fight
Not
this
at all.
nerd, like, and it
Only the beggar
constantly
tickets,
happens. So
Red bloom. Well,
I'll complain more in a
one versed
second.
in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses, small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the Griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. Whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a Griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Doubt Emperor Emir cares about you, but this captain just might. Seems like a
I
decent
don't agree with the
man.
last part
There
of
are no
that.
decent men in the army.
Seems like a bit of a douche. I
They're
don't like his
only orders.
mustache.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who's spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True.
True.
And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the Griffin
Oh,
to attack
fuck.
again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Maybe. Peace out, son. Thanks for the info. So yeah, that was the worst part about Witcher 1. Really was the combat and how often you were just forced to be in it. You know, at least in this, like right there when I passed by those wolves, it's like, bro, I'll just run away. In that game, you've got to walk. And you're not going to outwalk most of the enemies. So that just really ticked me off. And once I kind of got past it, like, you know, an hour into the game, like once I kind of accepted what it was and understood more how it worked, I was like, you know what? Okay, I can get past this for the story. Like, not a big deal. The thing was, the game went on for freaking ever, dude. Holy freaking smokes. I put about 20 minutes into the game.
Should talk to Visitor.
Those 2 times that I tried it and then said this game's crap, I'm not playing it. So I finished the game with about 29 hours. So minus about 20 minutes, and that's how long it took to beat that goddamn game. So it's like you're forced to play it. If you want the story, you know, you're forced to play that long. I was playing on easy. Didn't die much. You're forced to play it that long to do it. Of course, if you just like 100% follow the walkthrough, then yeah, you could do it faster. But I spent quite a few times like trying to figure out on my own where to go, and then it was to the point where I was frustrated because I had no clue. So I did like look up what's the next step for this quest or that quest. So I did about 4 or 5 times because it just came to the point where I had no idea
It's Durban now.
where I had to go. Is this the... I think the blacksmith should be here. So I think I'll just go talk to him quick. And I also had picked up a few things recently, because I don't recall having to fight that Griffin this early on in the game, but I don't feel ready. The story's cool, and I actually did watch a video, which I should link in the description, of like the Witcher 1 story explained in a few minutes, or in 18 minutes. And it was a really good video, but you don't necessarily understand the full context of everything until you play it for yourself. So that's where I said that I was going to give it a chance. 208, and I got 262. I think right now I'm going to need that extra 30 maximum inventory weight. Yeah, I think I should take the armor. And I am, let me just double check, I'm pretty positive, but yeah, I'm just going to take the light armor. I will be using light armor for this playthrough, unless, you know, I come across, early on at least, a piece of armor that's better, and it doesn't really make much of a difference based off of the stats.
What can I do for you,
so,
bestie?
show me your wares, punky boy. Get rid of that. Down to 75 gold. But I have a bunch of orins, which I can later transfer into crowns. So, yeah, anyways, I rewatched that video, like the Witcher 1 explained, after I was done, because it was hilarious. Like, the guy did a great job of covering the story, especially after playing it, and I get it. But one thing he pointed out that the biggest plot twist in that game went completely over my head. So I was glad to have watched it just for that reason alone. I didn't realize that Vesemir was standing right here the whole time.
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of the Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Bet he will.
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I guess. Hopefully this goes not too bad.
I'm ready.
I might
No
get my ass
point in
kicked by
waiting.
this Griffin if
Let's
it's like
find a
level
good
6. I
spot
should
to
have checked
ambush
the
Picked one out
level on the quest,
already.
because like
Other
you
side
said, I
of the
don't
stream.
I
There's
don't recall
fields and a grove.
this happening so
Plenty
early
of
on
room
the
and
first
far
time
enough
through.
so no one will get in our
We'll see.
way.
Good. Meet you there.
Meet Vesemir in the field where you plan to ambush the Griffin. I guess I can do a quick check. Level 3 it recommends, and I'm level 2. And there was nothing else that I really passed. I've pretty much done everything so far that I've passed by. I see there was a quest over there, but whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit up the...
Think you've got it tough?
Actually, I'll hit up the lady inside too. See if I can buy a bit of food off of her. So we'll probably end up getting like 300 crowns for taking out this Griffin, I assume, something like that. So I can spend a bit on maybe a healing item here from the lady. Hello.
Something else
Elsa.
you've been needing.
Do you wanna build a snowman?
Got anything interesting under the counter?
Depends what you're after. Have a look.
Boo-ba-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish you would tell me why.
Farewell.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Kid's got a mad hiss. It's like a little lion. There's a merchant right here. What do you got,
We
son?
meet again.
Ah,
Thank
this
you.
guy.
People say all kinds of things.
So you managed to sell.
Yes, but
Should have came
Let
to
me
this
have a
guy
look at your
first. Half off, bro. Nuts. Well, not a high enough level. Requires level 4. Some horse stuff. Pretty good. Maximum carry weight is going to be something I definitely want, because the more carry weight I have, the more crap I can carry, the more crap I can sell. Get rid of that. Get rid of these. Oh, I was thinking when I picked that up earlier, I was assuming it was going to be added to my weapons or whatever. But maybe you can't even pick up an axe in this game and use it.
Take care.
Getting confused with Witcher 1.
Not in real life.
Boy. No guardian soldier. Ah. See that? We're going to be going there.
Let's go.
Out of the way, Santa. Little gay hat on there. Alright, I decided to edit this video because I faced the Griffin and it kicked my ass about 3 times. I did almost no damage, and that was that. I basically had to reconvene and get a new game plan. So what I did was I did a bit of looting. You can see these locations I cleared here, just along the coast pretty much. I hit up 2 places of power, which grant you extra perk points, which I then distributed to Quen to max out the exploding shield perk. And I realized I didn't even equip this. Basically, what you have to do every time you get a perk is equip it into one of the slots provided over here with a maximum of 12. And then you can go ahead and grab mutagens, which you can get from creatures, and drop them in one of these 4 slots. So I got this plus 50 vitality one, equipped my perk, and that's that. I didn't really get any new inventory equipment, so I basically just sold it all for a bit of gold, and then a couple like chests I found had a lot of equipment in them, so I just went ahead and changed basically what I have equipped. Hopefully this will help in the fight, and maybe I'll be able to do it, who knows. If not, you'll never see this.
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place.
But I'll just let the dialogue
Perfect for an
replay and I'll
ambush.
use this.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Let's
I
start.
believe my health
Wind's
will
good. Bait
go to
signals
maximum
quickly.
at the start of this battle. So I don't have to worry about
All we
that.
have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Not 100% sure what Vesemir is referring to there with the Nilfgaards and covering the paths.
It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait, take this.
So he passes me a crossbow so I can knock the thing out of the sky.
A crossbow.
Won
I
it
have
in a
infinite
card game
ammo
while
for it,
you ran
of the
around.
basic
Might
type.
come in handy.
Doesn't do much damage.
How about that? Always lectured us on the evils, but you're a gambler yourself.
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill.
What I was thinking.
Watch out!
So I need my yeah, there we go. Jesus, holy moly. So F is for Thunderbolt.
It's about to dive!
Oh, I keep forgetting that I have to equip that. The only sign that the Royal Griffin is weak to is Ard, because it stuns it. Oh, shucks. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop a tea with apple juice. Not literally tea, like green tea or something. This is going way better than last time.
It's fast!
I want to get one of these wicked snipes on it. That was okay. What's going on? Standing up. Okay, don't want to be up in its face when I'm unarted. Ah! Guessing it wasn't probably worthless in this fight.
Don't let it get away!
Cool. Well, that's the first phase done, so I think we can do the second one. I'm not sure if you can snipe it out of the air there to stop it from getting away. I'm gonna skip that little piece of it running up onto this hill. I'll go this way. Looks like it's gonna be quicker. Obviously it is, because the thing's pointing to it. That marker. And I'll go ahead and Ard here while I'm not necessarily in combat, so that I get my stamina up. Jerk. I'm dodging around there trying to spot where my food is. Here, Dick. Oh, shucks. I just wasted a Quen there. What? Oh, shucks. Stop it. Is that it? Yes. Okay. The potions and a couple extra points in Quen help way big.
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to
So that means this
improve
video's
some
about
things.
29 minutes at this point.
For example,
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later.
You did
Take the
nothing,
Griffin's head to the
Casimir.
Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Meet me at the inn. Ah, yes. It puts the loot right there. The Griffin mutagen, which is the same as the other one, just plus 50 vitality. I'm pretty positive. Though I'll double check quick just to be sure. And anytime you do a big creature like this, it plays that little animation for taking its head. Then you can see it is on Roach. And yeah. Let's see what that trophy does. So 10% chance to dismember. My other trophy from 5% bonus experience from humans and non-humans. Rather just do that. Mutagens. Plus 50 vitality. Okay. So,
Not so fast,
I can
Roach.
just jump off here, and then I'll be able to fast travel to the Nilfgaardian outpost, or the garrison, whatever it was called. Garrison. Show homie what's done. Oh, and if you see under my health there, I have those 3 statuses. Well, we'll let this go. I'll talk about that
What
afterwards.
the hell is this? Roy,
Roy?
you take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
No, no, no! By the gods, no!
What?
guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on
This guy's
it.
armor's
Could it be
ugly.
because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the Griffin. Tit for tat.
Tit for tat. God dang it, I should have got a freaking picture of the Griffin.
We are not done. It's
Screenshot.
yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Of course I'm gonna take it. Sucks that that guy's gonna get beat and stuff, but unfortunately it's the way she goes. 150, I was expecting 300. Anyways, those 3 level thingies are, the one on the left is Erden, the one in the middle is Quen, and the one on the right is my sword, obviously. But the first 2, the signs, Erden and Quen, when you go to a place of power, each one of them can also be associated with one of your signs. So then you get a temporary boost, which lasts pretty long to make your sign more effective. So it's good that Quen is the one I was using in the battle so much. And I just accidentally opened the Steam overlay there. And it was happened to be one of the places of power that I found. Sometimes I get confused too about which sign is which, so I just have to double check that that wasn't Igni.
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Or Axie.
Look around.
Or
Trouble
triangles.
brewing.
So. Just stabbing his fingers. Or
Who are
doing
they?
the thing between his fingers,
Patriots.
rather.
Drinking their 7th round for Temeria. Fists starting to itch.
Don't see any Nilfgaardians.
They'll find another foe. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
Golden Suns for the Elf Guardians, that's what was on the dude's chest
Cannot
plate.
show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt!
Oh my god.
Leave me be!
I don't remember that part. I remember what comes
Recognize
after.
this medallion. You know what it means. Back off.
You all right?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true. What the Emperor promised you, freaks? Your own land, like he did the elves once.
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
We'll learn more about what the Emperor
They won't
promised
back
them
down
later when we
now.
meet the Scoia'tael.
I can see that.
There's a group of elves and dwarves, mostly. Yay, level up.
It's all right. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
See his face! God save us!
Be gone. And don't ever come back.
I wonder what happens if you do come back. Not sure if I ever did.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
If I'm right about what happens next, I thought it happened much later, and I think I am. Yep, I am. I was thinking this was way late on.
We didn't start it.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Gotta get the screenshots in there.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian
Anytime that she doesn't
escort.
have subtitles on the screen.
Don't get me
Oh,
wrong,
I just missed
Yennefer.
that.
I'm glad to
That was
see you,
lame though, I couldn't see your face.
but I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
Sorry for all the screenshot noises. I gotta, maybe I can fix that.
We can talk here.
I think I can. I think I can
Some charming
disable it.
orchards nearby. In bloom even, so you almost can't smell the corpses.
A tempting proposition. Sadly, I must say no. You see, someone awaits you in Vizima. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse.
I didn't, though I could have.
Must have been a damn good offer then. Not many things you'd give up your freedom for, and even fewer people.
The sooner we set off, the sooner you'll find out.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir.
Game looks great, dude.
See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
Another 120 experience just for having a conversation.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then...
But then... I don't remember if I take control during this part. It looks like it just switches back to gameplay mode. Riders of the Hunt.
Talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
Interesting. The plot thickens.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
Alright, after whatever cutscenes occur here, I'll call it quits for this one. I'm not sure how long this dialogue goes, but it goes for a minute. At least, because I remember this guy right here.
It must suffice.
Thinkamere cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Griffin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
What's wrong with my beard?
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
Your beard actually grows in this game.
Yet it also detracts
but this is like
from
its
your
max
elegance.
length right here.
In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine, do your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
How goes it? Preparations for the audience proceeding as planned?
Yes, General. The gentleman will be more or less presentable.
Who's this guy? He a barber too?
Where does his facial hair's gone?
No. Morvran Voris, commander of the Alba Division. Yennefer's escort. They were my men. All of them. Indeed, were. For none have returned to Vizima, have they? I truly wonder what happened on the road yesterday. Perhaps you could enlighten me. You have time. And a razor to your throat.
Your men died in battle, as soldiers tend to.
I see their fate does not trouble you overly.
True.
I like this guy's voice.
But I'm guessing the fate of those
I don't
whose
trust
country they
someone
invaded
with that
didn't
voice.
overly trouble them.
Nordlings. We can bathe you, shave you, and clothe you, but teaching you manners, that will be a challenge.
Nice meeting you too.
Done. Shall I shave him once more against the grain?
No. He himself is very much against the grain. That's enough. Farewell, Witcher. Or rather, see you soon.
Good. Now the gentleman may dress.
I think I can go and pick what I wear now, so I think this is the perfect time to stop it. Of course, right when I gain control, but...
Sadly, I did not receive exact measurements. If the garments chafe, our tailor will adjust them.
Black, black, or black?
We do not like garish colors in Nilfgaard. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Perfect. So,
A shame.
let me save. Let me save game. It just auto-saved. But anyways, likes, comments always appreciated. Tell me which suit you want me to get, even though by the time this is uploaded, it'll be too late. We'll see which one I do. But, yep. Till next time. Bye for now.